Hey guys, welcome back to my next art book preview video. This week we have the art of Joseph Michael Linsner. At least I think that's how you pronounce his name. Apologies to the artist if I'm pronouncing that wrong. So a quick look at the front and back there. This one is the paperback edition. Let's get straight into it. So if you're not familiar with this artist's work, I reckon this page straight away sums up the kind of illustrations that we're in for. Definitely very pin-up arty, very female art focused. So if that's not your kind of thing, you're probably not going to be a big fan of this book. Quick look at the contents there. Feel free to pause the video and take a look through. And FYI, I think there's a hardcover version of this book, and if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's this one here that is the cover for it, just in case you guys come across it. So let's skip some of the introduction and get to the good stuff. Just a warning, there may be some nudity in this book. I do not know. I have not looked through it yet, but as we just mentioned, it is going to be very heavily female or pin-up focused. So there's your warning, just in case. I usually try and blur anything out for YouTube, but just in case I miss anything. So you can probably tell from that I haven't looked through this yet myself. Usually I try and look through my books before I show them on camera. This one isn't a new book though. This is, I don't know how long it's been out actually. Again, I should have probably looked this stuff up first. But I got it through, I got mine pre-owned, got a good deal on it. It's been on my list for a while. So I thought whilst I look through it, I will record a video for it as well, because I didn't have anything else recorded for this week. But I think some of you guys will like this. A lot of you guys will be a lot more familiar with his work than I am. As I say, I don't know his stuff well. I do know that he created the comic Dawn, which I believe is this character that we're seeing. I assume that is Dawn herself. Whoa, that's a package and a half, not just female pinups. As always, I apologise for my lighting if it's not very good. It's really hard to record glossy pages, at least with my setup, the way I've got my desk and stuff. So I do usually end up upping the contrast a little bit on these videos and hoping that you guys can see the pages clearly. So whilst this artist has been on my watch list for a while in terms of getting the books, it wasn't really priority for me. Wasn't familiar enough with his stuff to, there's other stuff I wanted more, but I actually wanted the pin-up book. I think most of his work is pin-up anyway. I think there is one, I don't know if it's called something like Good Girls and Goddesses or something along those lines. Again, I'm forgetting. But there's one that specifically focuses on pin-ups. I'm guessing there will be quite a big overlap between the two books. So I don't know if by owning this one I maybe don't need the other one, or whether, it has exclusive work or anything like that. So if any of you guys own that one, please do let me know. I would be really interested in knowing. I really like some of these backgrounds he's got on them as well. When it comes to drawing, I can never figure out what to do with backgrounds. So I like the way he's laid these out to get the characters in. I'm very much a character artist. So yeah, I think this is really cool stuff. The thing I like about his work the most that did, I guess, cause me to put it on my watch list is I like his style in terms of, it's not my favourite of all the artists I follow. You guys know how addicted to art books I am. But I do like the line art style. It reminds me a little bit of like an Alphonse Mucha character in terms of having the lines quite, thick on the outside, but almost painterly in the middle. I don't know what medium he works with. So again, if you guys are familiar with his work, let me know in the comments. I'm guessing that a lot of it is digital, but I did see some at the beginning of this, and it looked very much like it had like traditional pencil colour marks on it and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so we do have some other stuff in this book. This isn't just pin-ups, but I'm not familiar what it is. I don't know his comics well enough to explain any of it. So again, leave me some information below. Some pretty freaky stuff in this section. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Simon Bisley creatures and characters if you're familiar with his work. Another one where he does all these like sexy lady pin-ups as well as some interesting freaky creatures. FYI, I have skipped quite a lot of pages. I just came across a section that seemed to have a lot of nudity. There's a lot more than I am showing. I don't tend to show every page anyway, just because I want to keep these videos from getting too long. I did read that one of his inspirations and favourite artists is, of course, Frank Frazetta, like most of us. So I will put links in the description box below to all like related videos if you like this, the kind of videos I've got. I'll put links to where I bought this from as well in the description box below. Anything you buy through the link does help to support the channel, of course. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just a quick one this week. Let me know what you think to this one and what other art books you guys are buying at the moment. And make sure you subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.